Hello everybody and welcome back to a special kind of random one-off two-reel episode. This is the Armybox 0.5 update for Worldbox, and it has added a bunch of fun things. It has completely changed how combat works and how armies are formed. In fact, there's actually an army tab, but the first thing that I think is just the coolest thing that they've added is there's a ghost civilization now. Look at all these guys. I made a ghost civilization, so this is just a random empty Europe map, but I decided that, you know what if there's ghosts in the UK? You know, what if there's just ghosts in the UK? And before we get further into this update overview, I would like to say thank you everybody that have subscribed, and thank you everybody that has been tuning into the channel recently. You guys have been awesome. And also check the Discord for Worldbox. I don't know when this is coming to mobile. Couldn't tell you. So let's get straight into the update. So we're on ×5 speed right now, but we're gonna change it down to ×1, and we're gonna check out these here ghosts. So all the buildings have a little bit of a ghosty flair to him. Like, look at this little guy. He's like a little wizard ghost. And so there's also a new cool feature too. You can multi-select units, and I just have to remember how to do it. I think you just go like that, and I don't remember how to do it, but there it is. You click on somebody in that territory, and then you click and drag, and you can actually force them to go somewhere. So I have selected 24 units. I'm saying, you know what, let's go invade like right here. And then they're all just gonna start slowly moving that way. And so now you can really control your units more, which is something that you couldn't do previously in Worldbox as far as I'm aware. Don't be mad if I'm wrong. So yeah, that's cool. We got some ghost civilization going on. I love how these little buildings look, and this ghost just holding the crucifix, the Crusty, going across the world. Oh, you guys should probably go home. That is so cool. Oh, so, and let's take a look. They've also added new localizations for language, which is great for folks that want to play. And there's also a new army tab. You can actually view each army now as an individual tab, which is something you couldn't have done before. So we obviously have our ghost army right here, and then we've got our people army. So let's go see where these guys are. I don't know where they are. Oh, here we are. We're gonna locate them. They're over here. They're just kind of hanging out in I guess what would be northeast Germany, just kind of vibing. Hopefully we start seeing some wars going on. So yeah, that's the new army stuff. And you know, apparently people will rally better, and the AI has been improved. So I'm excited to see what comes of that. So let's go to ×3 speed. We'll stop watching that, but there's also a couple new tabs in here. We have Kingdom Layer and Kingdom Show Units Layer, so we can see each individual unit of the kingdom, so we can see where people are. We can also go Village Layer, same thing. It's got the secondary tab to it. We got a Religion Layer, Kingdom Borders, City Borders, and Unit Zones, Culture, all of that. So we can see exactly all of where everybody is kind of hanging out and kind of running around, which is super cool. It's giving us more control over, you know, the various different aspects of this game, so you can really increase that level of simulation that you want to see from Worldbox. And this is the army layer, and this is the Hildorth 1 army, and then we also have the Thurthrox army 1 here. So our little ghosty boys are going to be kind of vibing over there for a bit. And also they've added a couple more things here and there, you know, quality of life stuff. So let's just go back to the kingdom tab and just kind of see how everybody's doing. I do have, you know, everybody just kind of vibing. You can even see the little pop-ups for the units. It's for the specific kind of species, which is just incredible. The updates that they keep putting out in this game just really are just great. I mean, we stream this game pretty often over on the channel, and it's always fun to see what happens in the game. And now we're also going to be able to see where people are going to be able to go to war and all of that. So yeah, I've kind of filled out the world. Turkey's just kind of, you know, empty, but you know, that's just how Turkey be. Turkey sometimes be empty, or also known as Anatolia. We've also had one culture officially die. We have no religions yet. We have no alliances, excuse me. And we have 4 armies now, so people do be getting armies. I don't have the setting on to where you can see how big each army is anymore, because we don't need to have that on. We have a tab for that. It's awesome. We won't see total army count. I mean, but that's fine. We have a new village getting founded, and the ghosts have a ghost. Look how cool that ghost ship looks. That's awesome. It's kind of disappearing in and out of existence, but that's fine. You know, it's a ghost ship. It's supposed to do that. Yeah, so it's the ghosts that have actually moved on. So let's actually start a war here. Let's have the Scandinavians fight each other. Why not? You know, Scandinavia, they always do be fighting, right? So let's that's not true. I know that's not true, but let's have it. Do you guys even have an army? Let's check the tab. Let's check the tab and see if they have an army. So how do you get the ghosts? What I did is I just went to the world laws, forbidden knowledge. It stops you from getting achievements, I believe, but it let me just kind of, you know, vibe, which is what we want to see. So we have 10 armies. Does everybody have an army? Okay, so Polchina has an army. So we're going to have Polchina go to war and subjugate the other folks. So let's have the folks go to a war. And let's see what happens. Go on the army tab here. And are they going to invade? Here comes the invasion. And that is just an immediate, that's just an immediate Shrekkening. That was a little too quick. A little too quick. Oh, Lucen Calamid, the capital of Cyrix, Villamix, flees to save their life. So we also got new pop-ups in the upper left-hand corner here for your little lore hounds out there, kids that love lore, folks that love lore. I love lore. I love reading. History is great. But yeah, there's been no new added powers or anything like that. So that's cool. That is cool. And we can also see, look, we got some raccoons chilling down in Sicily. We've got some bunnies and all of that going on over down in Greece. And what's going on in Albania, not Albania, excuse me, in Anatolia? We got some rhinos. This is such a cool thing that you can see what animals are running around when you're kind of zoomed out. And we got some wolves hanging out over there. Wow, after letting those folks kind of take over, that was a giant. That's now just a pretty big civilization, if I do say so myself. It looks like we do have a alliance going on. We actually do not have an alliance. I thought I saw an alliance, but I was mistaken. Oh yeah, no, we do have a new alliance. New alliance of Mighty Friends of Water has been founded, and that's these folks right here. So that's cool. Let's go back to the army layer. Now we can kind of see where everybody's army is hanging out. So we could have Hildorth try to fight somebody if we'd like. We're what age are we in right now? We're in Age of Hope, so people aren't going to necessarily be fighting too much. So let's go to Age of Tears. People tend to get real mad when they're crying. You know, people tend to get real mad about that type of thing. So we have a bunch of alliances popping. We're going to be kind of staying on the army layer for a hot minute here, but let's cause another war. Why not? Oh, actually, we don't need to. Cavill has declared war on Polchina. Are they going to be able to get over there? That's the question. Let's give them a nice little land bridge. Just you know. Oh, here comes the army. They're actually going to land. Look at that. And it looks like it's just a guy. Polchina 2 gets exploded. And here's the second invasion going on right here. They've lost 2 people and they're going to retreat. Oh, here comes a third army. Wow, this is actually working really well, surprisingly. Oh my God, it is getting like atmospheric out here. Look at that. That fighting seemed to go much longer. And now that that army's been kind of taken out, they're going to get pushed into here. I guess somebody's exploding when they die, which is pretty cool. A whole kingdom has actually been destroyed. So that's pretty interesting. So that was cool. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Oh, and so we got Igra going to war here versus Badim. And in fact, Badim has actually invaded Ireland. Hopefully the ghosts are okay with that. Let's see if the ghosts are feeling cool with that kind of vibe. So, yeah. Great update. This is 0.53. Obviously, this is on Steam only as far as I'm aware. But just in general, watching the armies kind of run across the way, they seem to actually work much better, and they're a lot more organized of getting into different polities. And there it is. Badim has taken over the entirety of Iberia and France, excuse me. So classic. And then Polchina is actually going to survive that war. They're gonna peace out here. But yeah, and then we've got a big old Russian kind of thing going on. We got a little bit of like a Poland-ish area, maybe Belarus, Ukraine kind of area. this is almost like just southern. It's like the Eastern Roman Empire almost a little bit. And then okay, so Anatolia has been expanded upon, which is kind of cool. And then we've got a Tunisia and Algeria and all of that. So and the ghosts have expanded into one giant polity over here in the UK, taking over most of the area over there. So let's just turn on the lights a little bit here. We don't want to go too dark. But yeah, I mean, I can tell this is probably already going to tank my FPS, but I mean, it seems to be running really well, surprisingly. So also they've added Navy SEALs, so the SEALs can create civilizations now. So they're called Navy SEALs, which is incredible. I don't exactly know where they are on here, but yeah, I would suggest go checking out the list of updates for this. It came out today, which is September 11th, which I'm not going to comment on that, but yes, it came out today. Shout out to Maxime for having this and giving us the ghost civilization, which is my favorite update. Look at all of these little ghost houses. This reminds me straight up of I don't know, like that ghosts from Lord of the Rings Return of the King. That's kind of what it reminds me of. I can just see Aragorn just running in here and just like, you owe me a debt, I shall free you, or whatever he says. I don't know, I haven't seen those movies in a long time, but fantastic films. Shout out to Viggo Mortensen for kind of just balling out of control with those. And here it is. And wow, so who is this shield? The Italians have taken over North Africa. Go figure. The Italians being good at war for once. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Who knew? Oh, and somebody's actually colonized over with the penguins. There's just a single penguin just hanging out here. There's a couple penguins over in Iceland. That's cute. That is extremely cute. Oh, it's the ghosts. These are ghost penguins. Look at these little guys. Oh my god, they're murdering the penguins. Leave the penguins alone. Why would you do that? Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, and we've got our sentient population is kind of growing pretty good here. Incredible updates so far, though. I thoroughly enjoy this. This is such a cool update. And the more and more that this game moves on and becomes just more of a great simulation, the better, obviously. So let's take a look at the army layer here. We have a couple of armies. I mean, this is a pretty large army. We've got how many people here? This is like probably close to like 80 or something like that. Burnthrope 5 has 5 separate army groups. So they're before this update, armies typically would just go into one giant death stack. I mean, I've done European battle royales, and some, like on this map in particular, some of these countries would have 500 to 750 people in one army, and there'd just be one death stack, and kind of they would just mill about, not really doing very much, but they wouldn't have these little armies. So it'd be cool to see if they could split up and be more tactical about it. Oh, and it looks like somebody's landing over in Ireland. The French are landing in Ireland to take it over again. I mean, they're just reinforcing over there. So here's your alliance layer. Nobody wants to be in alliance with the ghosts, which I think is kind of sad and a little bit racist, but that's fine. Brave spirits of light. Shouldn't you have the ghosts in there? Your name is literally spirits. Oh, this must be a rebellion actually from Baden. So I don't know what kind of army they got going on here, but they have 42. They've got 42 people in their army, which is kind of cool. They also have 4,000 gold. They got a pretty, oh, they actually have a max army size now. I don't know if that was on their no, it was definitely on there. I remember that. Oh, and then here we go. Here is your army tab right here. So that's their banner. That's their banner. So this is a kind of a new AI thing, or UI thing, excuse me. You got different banners kind of popping up for your different your different civilizations here. So incredible update, 10 out of 10. We're gonna keep playing this for a little bit longer just to kind of see what happens. I think this was just a double rebellion. I'm not a rebellion, you're a rebellion, and legitimately Italy has formed. Incredible. And it looks like what is our Russia in this game has taken over northern Germany, and the ghosts are just kind of vibing. The ghosts are the oldest for sure, and I don't know if they're immortal or not, but they might be. I might have made them immortal on accident or on purpose. I don't know. I don't remember, nor do I really care. And the pink folks down here are really just kind of fighting forever war. I mean, do they even have a where's my army layer? There it is. Yes, they do. They have 24 people. They have 24 people versus 17 over here. And I want to see the ghosts try to fight somebody. All right, ghosts. Before we end this video, we have to have the ghosts try to kill somebody. Who are you gonna go kill? Let's have you attack those folks. All right, ghosts, go get them. Go get them. You can't die because you're literally made out of ghost material, whatever that is. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna ghosts? Oh, so there goes the army. Let's get onto the army layer here. So we are supposedly on the army layer, but we are not at the same time. Okay, there it is. There's the army layer. They have not landed yet. They do have a pretty large... Oh, here it goes. Here goes the ghost. Here comes the landing party. Oh, and they're going to invade Ireland. Okay, I forgot that the bottom was in an alliance, but here we go. The ghosts are invading Ireland. How are they doing overall? They haven't lost anybody, and there it is. They have taken the land immediately. They have just taken the land immediately. So turns out ghosts are OP. Turns out ghosts are pretty OP. And here comes another landing party. Where are you going? Are you going anywhere? No, it looks like you're just going to be reinforcing. That's cool. That's fine. Oh, and where are you going? Okay, so you're going to invade, looks like to be possibly France. Yep, here we go. They're going after Spain. And the ghosts are going to land in Spain. I'm in Spain without the S. They cannot find a place to park their boats. They cannot find parking. It is pretty packed. But look how big this ship is. It is just taking hella damage from these Portuguese or Spanish cruisers. And there it is. The boat has died, but the ghosts survive, and they have decided to burn down the village. They're going in. They've lost 2 people. The bottom have lost a lot more. They are wiping the floor with them. Ghosts are kind of popping off right now. Wow. That is incredible. And then they're going to take that. They're just immediately going to take that province from them. So let's go to Kingdom Layer. Have they taken that yet? No, they haven't, but there are 300 people there. They're still fighting. They are still fighting. Just imagine getting shot by a ghost with a frickin' bow, dude. That is terrifying. But here we go. Here's another ghost invasion in the Polchina. Right? Yeah, Polchina. Whatever, I don't care. But yeah, that's the update for you folks. Fun update, check it out. Hopefully this has been a fun little overview for you guys. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Subscribe, nerds.